Hi, good morning children. In last class we discussed something related to constitution. Okay. What is our chapter name? Constitutional design. Then democratic constitution in South Africa. Okay. Did you read your textbook? Everybody. Okay. Did you understand everything? Have you any doubt related to this topic? Okay, we already discussed the democratic constitution in South Africa, the struggle against apartheid, and so many matters related to that. The initial topic of that, that's not very important. Then today we want to discuss the continuation for that. That means why do we need a constitution? Why do we need a constitution? But what is our next topic? Why do we need a constitution? Why do we need a constitution? Do we need a constitution? Yes, we need a constitution. What is the reason behind it? For what purpose here is a constitution? We want to know about this. Why do we need a constitution? Okay, all of you look at textbook. The South African example is a good way to understand why we need a constitution and what do constitutions do. The South African example that is very important or that is very helped to understand what is the need of constitution, how it helps us. Then the oppressor and the oppressed in this new democracy were planning to live together as equals. Listen, the oppressor and oppressed, the new democracy, here it was planning to live together as equals. That means here live together. Here is no need discrimination against the people. Or here no need discrimination among us. Here all are same. Okay, on the basis of on the basis of race, or on the basis of color, on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste, on the basis of gender. Here no need any classification. Then it was not going to be easy for them to trust each other. They had their fears. They wanted to safeguard their interests. The black majority was keen to ensure that the democratic principle of majority rule was not compromised. They wanted substantial social and economic rights. The black want, but they demanded social and economic rights. The white minority was keen to protest its privilege and property. Okay, listen. After long negotiations, both parties agreed to a compromise. After long negotiations, what do you mean by negotiations? The secret discussion. Okay, the whites agreed to the principle of majority rule and that of one person, one vote. The whites agreed. What they agreed to? The principle of the majority rule. That one person, one vote. Each person have one vote. They also agreed to accept some basic rights for the poor and the workers. And also, here they agreed to accept it. What is that? Some basic rights for the poor and the workers. The blacks agreed that a majority rule would not be absolute. The blacks agreed the majority rule would not be absolute, completely, but a majority rule that is not allowed. They agreed that the majority would not take away the property of the white minority. The majority would not take away the property of white minority. The white minority's property they would not take. Whites in properties. സ്വത്ത് വകകൾ ഒരിക്കലും majority ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടാക്സ് എടുക്കും. Then this compromise was not easy. How was this compromise going to be implemented? Even if they managed to trust each other, what was is the guarantee that this trust will not be broken in future? Here, they solve their problem, but it's not easy. They want to trust each other. പരസ്പര വിശ്വാസമാണ്. Future, on that I also want to keep this trust. On what basis they can kept this? Listen, the only way to build and maintain trust in such a situation is to write down some rules of the game that everyone would abide. Here, only one solution. Okay? Here, both parties compromised. The majority people and the minority people compromised, but they want to keep their trust. How they can keep this trust? Here, only one solution. They want to write these things. We know one thing. In every game, there is some rules and regulations existing. If you try to change any rules, that is affected completely the game. Am I right? Okay, same as in case of here also existing some rules. We want to write these rules. We want to bind these rules. But here we want to keep something in document. That document or this written documents are called constitution. You already studied earlier. Am I right? Okay. Listen, here, the only way to build and maintain trust in such a situation is to write down some rules of game that everyone would abide. Abide means everyone would follow this. Here existing something, everyone want to follow that. Okay, then these rules lay down how the rulers are to be chosen in future. What are included? How the rulers are chosen in future. How can we choose the rulers in future? These rules also determine what the elected government are empowered to do and what they cannot do. And also here is included what can do the elected rulers can do and cannot do. That also included. Then finally, these rules decide the rights of the citizen. Listen, here is the rules decide the rights of the citizen. What decided? The rules decide the rights of the citizen. These rules will work only if the winner cannot change them very easily. This is what the South Africans did. They agreed on some basic rules. They also agreed that these rules will be supreme, that no government will be able to ignore these. Listen, the South Africans decided one thing. These rules, it is the final thing. Listen, it is the supreme rules. Nobody can change. Okay? Nobody cannot change this. Listen. Here, they agreed on some basic rules. They also agreed that these rules will be supreme, that no government will be able to ignore these. Nobody can ignore. What do you mean by ignore? Ignore means avoid. This set of basic rules is called a constitution. You know what is constitution? Here, a set of rules. These set of rules are called constitution. Here is one written document. There is included a set of rules. These set of rules are called constitution. It is the supreme law. Nobody can violate. Nobody can avoid. Then, here, constitution making is not unique to South Africa. Every country has diverse groups of people. Their relationship may not have been as bad as that between the whites and the blacks in South Africa. Listen, constitution making is not unique to South Africa. What do you mean by unique? Unique means samanadhagalillada. Listen, It is not unique to South Africa. Every country has diverse groups of people. We know that in every country there is a different types of people. Their relationship may not have been as bad as that between the whites and blacks in South Africa. But all over the world, people have differences of opinion and interest. Listen, different country, there is a different category of people. Maybe their opinion are not same. Okay, their interest is different, their opinion different, their views different, everything is different. On that occasion, surely there is need one constitution. Otherwise, that is affected their existence. Okay. But all over the world, people have differences of opinion and interest. Whether democratic or not, most countries in the world need to have these basic rules. Democratic or not, most countries in the world need to have these basic rules. The basic needs. Then, this applies not just to government. Any association needs to have its constitution. This applies not just to government. Any association needs to have its constitution. It could be a club in your area, a cooperative society or a political party. They all need a constitution. In a cooperative society, in a political organization or political party, in the organization, they also need a constitution. That means there is existing some rules and regulations. Everybody want to follow these rules and regulations. Then nobody can't avoid these rules and regulations. Okay. Then, thus, the constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Underline that. What is constitution? The constitution of a country is a set of written rules. The constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people, not only a group of people, that also or that accepted every people, that accepted by all people living together in a country. Constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among the people. Constitution is the supreme law that determines. What do you mean by determine? Decided. That determines the relationship among people living in a territory or a called citizens, and also the relationship between the people and the government. Okay, listen. Here is the constitution. We know that is a written document. There is included some basic rules and regulations. Everybody want to follow these rules and regulations. Nobody can't violate these rules and regulations. Okay. Then a constitution does many things. So then we want to discuss what does this constitution. The first one, it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kinds of people to live together. Different types of people live together. For example, in case of India, we know that here is a different category of people. Each state have their own language, their own culture, their own beliefs. Everything is different. But generally we say one thing, here is unity in diversity. Then here, if we want to live together, surely here needs some cooperation. Okay, but firstly, it generates a degree of trust. A degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kinds of people to live together. It is necessary. What is necessary? Here is the trust and coordination. What is necessary? Trust and coordination. If we live together, surely there is need some trust and coordination. But here is this trust and coordination included in our constitution. Okay. Second one, it specifies how the government will be constituted. it specifies how the government will be constituted. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ ഭരണം? That also included. Then, who will have power to take which decisions? Here, so many decisions. Who will have power to take such decisions? It also included in our constitution. Firstly, here want to keep trust and coordination. Okay. The second thing, it specifies how the government will be constituted. Third one, it lays down limits on the power of the government. It lays down the limits of the power of the government. Government in the power limited. Okay, listen. It lays down limits on the powers of the government and it tells us what the rights of the citizens are. Limit the power of the government and also tell us something. What is that? What are the rights of citizens? Okay, this also included in our constitution. Fourth, it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. It expresses the aspirations. What do you mean by aspirations? Okay, aspirations of the people about, for what purpose here is aspiration? For creating a good society. For creating a good society, people aspire. That also included in our constitution. I repeat, what are mainly included in our constitution? We already discussed what is constitution. We know that constitution, a set of rules included in our constitution. That is a written document. Okay, listen. Here, a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. It is called a constitution. A constitution included, there is, alright, the constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Then, constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among the people. Constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among the people. And also, here, the relationship between the people and the government. Not only the relationship among the people, at the same time, the relationship between the people and the government. That also included in our constitution. Then, a constitution does many things. Here, mainly we discuss 4 things. What is the first one? Okay, trust and coordination. Yes, it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kinds of people to live together. The second one, it specifies how the government will be constituted. How the government will be constituted, who will have power to take decisions. Third one, it lays down limits on the powers of the government and tell us what the rights of citizens. And fourth, it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. All countries that have constitutions are not necessarily democratic. All countries have a constitution, but all constitutions are not democratic. Constitution, but that is not a completely democratic. Okay, we already discussed some examples earlier classes. Okay, democracy, democratic countries, there exists democracy, but that not fully democracy. Here also, all democratic countries have constitution, but this constitution is not completely democratic. Then, but all countries that are democratic will have constitutions. After the War of Independence against Great Britain, the Americans gave themselves a constitutions. After the revolution, the French people approved a democratic constitution. Since then, it has become a practice in all democracies to have a written constitution. Okay, in all democracies have a written constitution, but these all constitutions are not democratic, fully democratic. Is it clear? Okay, today we discussed Why do we need a constitution? Listen, on the basis of South African example, we understood one thing. There is mainly three types of people. The first one, the minority people whites, then majority blacks, and also colored people. Then there is a continuous struggle. After the Fructose struggle, they got independent from minority people, I mean the whites, but they need to keep this through trust, okay, but they want to exist this trust. There only one solution in future, how they can keep this trust. There only one solution. What is that? They need to keep this everything in a written document. That's why they are ready to write something that is called a written document. This written document is also called a constitution. Then here also, that means we also need a written constitution, because our country's speciality is a vast country, vast population. Here different culture, different beliefs, different language, everything is different, but we want to follow the same rules and regulations. We elected our rulers. The rulers want to rule on behalf of the people, but at the same time here our constitution limits their power and also point out what are the rights of the citizens. And also here is included some important things, mainly 4 things included in our constitution. The first one, the degree of trust and coordination. The second one, how the government will be constituted. The third one, limits on the powers of the government. And fourth one, express the aspiration of the people about creating and a good society. Okay, listen. Here we understood many things related to this topic. Why do we need a constitution? Here need a constitution. Without a constitution, here we can't do anything. That's why in every society or in every democratic country there is need a constitution. But all constitutions are not democratic. Okay. Then you want to read this part very carefully, minimum 3 times, and also want to study what is constitution, then what does constitution, that also want to study. Okay. Then why do we need a constitution? From that topic we want to discuss some question answers. All of you listen here. 1 more questions. Okay. Who protects the right of citizens in a democracy? Who protects the right of citizens in a democracy? Who protects? Constitution protects. Who protects it? The Constitution protects the right of citizens in a democracy. In spite of having a vast social diversity, what keeps the people of India united? Listen, what is my question? In spite of having a vast social diversity, okay, we know that a vast country, social diversity, that also existing, what keeps the people of India united? What is that? That also constitution. The Constitution of India. What is the answer? The Constitution of India. Third question. Why is Constitution called a living document? Constitution called a living document. What is the reason behind it? What is the another name of Constitution? It is a living document. What is the reason behind it? Because Constitution needs to be amended quite regularly to keep it updated in accordance with the people's aspirations and changes in society. It is not a sacred, static and unalterable. here constitution called a living document. That means if we want to change something, slight changes, here need some amendments. Amendments, what is the Malayalam word of amendment? Bhedagadi. Then again pudhiya മാറ്റങ്ങൾ വരുത്തണമെങ്കിൽ. Here we already discussed what is the fourth point of the constitution. It expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. If people want to create a good society, there need some changes. There included some aspirations. On the basis of aspirations, here we created a good society. But there need some amendments. We can add these amendments in our constitution. That's why it called a living document. Listen, constitution need to be amended quite regularly to keep it updated in accordance with the people's aspirations. Constitution updated when people's aspirations and changes in society. It is not a sacred, static and unalterable law. Sacred, static, basic principle changes, but there is some modifications. Okay, the society changes, new aspirations arrived, surely we can add something in our constitution. That's why it is called a living document. Is it clear? Then mention any one function of the constitution. Any one function of the constitution. What is the function of constitution? The constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among people living in a territory, that called citizens, and also the relationship between the people and the government. Listen, it is directly included in our textbook. So you want to write this question, use only pencil. When you write anything in your textbook, you use only pencil. Here we discussed some more questions. These all questions choose from our textbook. What is the first question? Who protects the right of the citizens in a democracy? What is the answer? Constitution. What is the second question? In spite of having a vast social diversity, what keeps the people of India united? That also the constitution. Then what is constitution called a living document? What is the reason? Constitution need to be amended quite regularly to keep it updated in accordance with the people's aspirations and changes in society. It is not a sacred, static and unalterated law. Then mention any one main function of the constitution. The constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among people living in a territory. Like the relationship between citizens, or the relationship between people living in a territory, people living in an area. Okay, and also the relationship between the people and the government. Okay, citizens തമ്മിലുള്ള relation, government people തമ്മിലുള്ള relation, that also determined here. Another question, what is meant by a constitution? What is meant by a constitution? The constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. What is my question? What is meant by constitution? What is meant by a constitution? The constitution of a country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Listen, here we discussed 5 1-mark questions from this topic. You want to study this, okay? Important things and also important questions we discussed. So you want to study. If you have any doubt, you ask me through WhatsApp. Okay, to be continued on next class. See you children.